Hare Krishna. So in the series of qualities of a devotee, which is 26 in number, we are now discussing the 17th one. And it is mita-bhuk, or devotee eats only as much as required. In bhagavad-gita, Krishna makes it very clear that yukta ahara, one shouldn't be eating too much or too little. It should be yukta, it should be proper. Now, this is a very important principle which each and every person can understand. One can honestly sense that am I full or am I overeating? One can honestly sense. Once, Prabhupada's disciple, Satsvarup Maharaj, he went to Prabhupada and he asked, how to understand that I've eaten sufficiently? Yukta ahara. How to understand? And Prabhupada said, a nice thing. Eat what you can digest easily. Simple answer. Simple. In Shastra, it is very clear that 3 boneless muscles are in the straight line: tongue, belly, and genitals. Now, based on the tongue, other 2 will act. So, if the tongue is controlled, belly will be controlled, genitals will be controlled. If the tongue is uncontrolled, then belly will go uncontrolled and genitals will go uncontrolled. Therefore, controlling tongue is very, very important. Especially we are talking about eating. Therefore, we will see that when it comes to the materialists, since they eat anything and everything, their tongues are out of control, their tummies are out of control, and at the same time, their genitals are out of control. And therefore, they get into the dirty habits of illicit sex. But whereas devotees control their tongue by eating only prasad. They honor only prasad. Therefore, a devotee does not like to eat anything which is not offered to Krishna. They'll not touch. Doesn't matter how much tasty it is, how much sumptuous it is. If it is not offered to Krishna, there is no question of accepting anything. It's okay. Even if I don't eat, but I will not eat anything apart from Krishna Prasadam. And to control the tongue, obviously devotees take a vow, I'll eat only Krishna Prasadam. But at the same time, devotees, they practice. What do they practice? They practice fasting. Fasting on certain occasions. Like for example, fasting on Ekadashis. The 2 Ekadashis in a month. Fasting for various appearance and disappearance days of Acharyas. Fasting on various festivals like Janmashtami, Ram Navami, Radhashtami and so on. So devotee, they fast. Now another very, very important point to note. So I am allowed to have Krishna Prasadam, or I take a vow that I will take only Krishna Prasadam. So does that mean that I can eat how much ever I want? Prabhupada warns here. He says, a devotee, if he's eating because the dishes are palatable and that goes on to the level of overeating, he has come under the control of his tongue. This is what Srila Prabhupada is saying. Therefore, even when we are taking Krishna Prasadam, it has to be yukta, not too much, not too little. Therefore, a devotee understands if he is overeating. When it's indigestion, excessive sleep, or even sexual agitation, I shouldn't be eating so much. In this way, a devotee, anything and everything that he does it as a service for the Lord or service to the Lord, where he tries to just maintain his body and soul together so that he can utilize this body in service of the Lord. So today when we are chanting, and surely analyze this very, very important quality, mita-bhuk. And if we are uncontrolled in our eating habits, let's pray to Krishna. Krishna can give us the right intelligence and he can tell us when is the right time to stop. So on this note, praying to Krishna for this wonderful quality, let's begin our chanting. Hare Krishna.